Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have here our O2 wagon. Show it to you. There it is. And today I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why you should be driving a stick shift. Let me show you. A stick shift with 3 pedals. All right, so if you're ready, let's start with number 1. All right, reason number 1. You get less distracted while driving a stick shift. This one should be easy to understand, right? Because you're using both of your feet, you're using both of your hands, right? To shift gears and use the clutch, the accelerator, and then the steering wheel. So when driving a stick shift, you get, less distracted with other stuff like your cell phone or, other tasks. You're more concentrated on the road and what the car is doing. Let me show you. All right, so let me show you what I mean about distraction. So when you're driving, right, you're like first gear going, second gear, you're like, oh, you know what? Let me just take a look at my phone, see what's going on Facebook. And you're like, oh wait, I gotta shift again, third gear. Oh, let me see what's going on Instagram. Oh no, I gotta shift again, fourth gear. Oh, let me see what's going on, I don't know, TikTok. Oh yeah, I gotta slow down and shift to third and then brake and then go down to second. Yeah, that's what I mean. When you drive a stick shift, manual transmission, you gotta be paying more attention of your surroundings, what's going on with your car. You gotta be listening to your car, your RPMs, you gotta know if you're gonna go up in gear, down in gear, all that kind of stuff. So usually when you're driving a manual transmission, stick shift, right, you're more involved in the car and less distracted about unnecessary things. All right, let's keep going. All right, reason number 2. Your car, the stick shift, right, is less likely to be stolen. So I heard some statistics that 18% of in the US of drivers know how to drive a manual transmission. So that means that 1 out of 6, right, know how to drive manual. So that means that the car trying to steal your car, there's a high probability that that guy doesn't know how to drive stick. That means that you can leave your car open and probably nothing is gonna happen. Nobody's gonna steal it. Let's test that theory with this car, okay? Let's leave it parked here and then let's see what happens. Oh no, it's a stick shift. Oh shit, I can't drive this thing. See what I mean? Yeah. Buy a stick shift and not be worried about that somebody's gonna steal it. So that's our reason number 2. Let's jump to the next one. All right, reason number 3. Manual transmissions are easier to maintain and cheaper to repair. Usually a manual, all it has, that might need maintenance is a clutch, right? So probably every 100,000 miles, somewhere there, unless you're, if you're drifting or something like that, hard racing, that type of stuff. But for normal driving, spirited driving, probably in the 100,000 mile range, you might need a clutch. Without automatic, yeah, anything could go wrong. You have computers, you have a freaking torque converter, you have one of these things, which is magic, right? The valve body, that's just insane. So yeah, I'll tell you about it because I fixed the one on the Legacy, so it's just a freaking pain. So yeah, manual transmissions, way better, more reliable, easier to maintain, easier to fix if something happens. Unless it's something catastrophic, right? But again, that could happen also with the automatic. All right, reason number 4.
The manual car might get you better fuel economy. So this one depends on a couple of factors. The first one is if the automatic car that you're buying is like newer than 2016. I check EPA data, and apparently that's since 2016 and up, that's when automatic cars became more efficient than manual transmissions. So before, an automatic could have 4 gears, an overdrive 5 gears, and the torque converter, to get it moving, it'll take like a lot of energy. So you have to, kind of like accelerate the car more to get the transmission kind of like moving. Also the computers and, the combination between the computers, the car converter, the valve body, all that stuff, right? Meant that the car was always like clunky and, had issues kind of like shifting. So fuel economy was, worse for that reason. With the manuals, usually, again, before 2016, they were more fuel efficient. And even now, arguably, depending on how you drive, it could be very fuel efficient. So that is another plus, right? If you're buying like a used, somewhere in the 5,000-6,000 range type of car, right? Then the manual could be the one for you. So that's reason number 4. Let's move into number 5 and last one. All right, so reason number 5, and this is the best one, is manual transmission cars are way, way more enjoyable to drive, right? So you're always engaged, rolling the gears, using the clutch. You control the speed, right, when you want to do the gear shift. So even though people sometimes complain about, I'm stuck in traffic, the clutch and all that, I think that's still way better than just being there, having the brakes and then accelerating and then just be with your phone in your hands and, not paying attention and then you crash. So, but for this one, right, to justify it, I gotta show you. So let's go on a drive.
So this is how it normally goes with a manual, right? You're driving normally, right? And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, there are some corners coming over there. And you're like, let me get my music. Get some speed. You see what I mean? It's just way more enjoyable, like way more. Just the interaction between the gears, the clutch, the accelerator, listening to the car, knowing when to shift. I wasn't even looking at the tachometer. It's like you kind of like get in tune with the noise of the engine. So the experience is 100 times better. Like, you can't replicate that with an automatic, not even if you have like, crappy shit paddle shifter thing, whatever. The only thing that might come close is like a dual clutch transmission, but again, it's still not the same. That's why the manual is the way to go. You have total control. You drive as you want. You shift when you want. That's the reason why I drive stick shift. because I'm in control. And I want you to feel that sensation as well. I want you to have that experience too. So when this video is over, the first thing I want you to do is go straight to the marketplace and buy a freaking manual transmission car. You'll thank me later. All right, let's wrap up this video. Alright guys, hope you liked the video today. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hope this video helps you or push you into, getting yourself a manual transmission car. Let me know in the comments if you have any other reasons why you drive a stick shift, or any other reasons why you're considering buying a stick shift. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.